Hi, welcome to Saver Crypto. It's Friday. Right, my name's Saver
Hello.
Crypto, and the guy above me is Math. Hello, Math. How you doing?
Hello. Good, thanks. Yeah, I just realised that I just chucked on a blue T-shirt this morning, and now, of course, it's just blending with the blue wall behind me. But it's okay because there's also white curtain on that side, so
Well,
contrast is okay. So the moment is saved. But yeah, how about you?
I'm all right, thanks. Yeah. I just popped down to the every locker to sort of deliver some parcels, and then I sort of met a friend on the way back and started having a chat about life, the universe, and everything. And then realised it was 10 to 1. So yeah, I thought I've got to go. So I had to pedal up the hill really quick and get home. But yeah, no, all good, all good. You what? Sorry?
From the exertion. So now you're all sweaty from the
I'm
panic
a
exertion.
I'm a little bit sweaty, but nothing new there. But
Yeah.
anyway, so everybody, so Math was complaining today about the thumbnail of the video, thumbnail of the live stream, where he had his mouth open, looking crazy. So sorry if that upset anyone, and I shall.
I think everyone was a bit traumatized.
I will.
It's the old soy boy look. I think with the
well, to be honest, I mean, I did that with like Grok Imagine, and I said, like, make us look surprised or terrified. I think was the word I used.
okay,
So consequently, it's going to be like that, isn't it? Anyway, but Jackson Hole. Hang on, it's save and the floating head. Yeah, actually, that's a good point, actually, Scotty, because I was thinking if you had a green T-shirt on, the green wall behind you, or like you were using a green screen, that'd be quite funny because it would just be a head sort of like bobbing about. Probably look quite good, actually.
I should probably go with that. I think if I move that, there you go. I just need to move across a bit. It's, at least do that.
Anyway,
yeah.
So Jackson's Hole. It always reminds me of like when I was in France in the ski resort. I had a friend called Jackson who was like a absolutely mad snowboarder, and he'd found this bit up on the mountain where it was weird. It was kind of like just a bit where it wasn't exactly a sort of what do you call it, a sort of ravine or something, but it was a bit where there was just like a big hole in the piste, not in the piste, like slightly off piste, but it was a big hole where it kind of dropped out. It dropped down about sort of like 3 meters, and then it went on to another bit that you could actually ski down from there. So whereas I thought that's the place to sort of like go nowhere near, because if you go down there 3 meters, you're going to die. And of course, for him being a lunatic, he said, "Oh, brilliant! Let's go down there." And he kind of like just like disappeared down this hole. And then I sort of looked over, and then I saw him sort of like merrily snowboarding off, like about 100 meters below me, with a big smile on his face, And so he just turned this thing that I thought was terrifying into a bit of a trick that he kept doing all the time. And his name was Jackson, and so he called it Jackson's Hole. so every time I hear Jackson's Hole, I always think about my mate Jackson, who was a good lad. He's
epic snowboarder from the sounds of it.
Epic snowboarder who's now turned into an estate agent. So if you want to buy a house in the Alps, he's your man. I'll hook you up. But anyway, having sold a house in the Alps, I don't want another one anyway. So there you go. Right. So right, Math's got a few things to talk about today. Let's have a quick look at the Jackson Hole stuff. So I had a quick Google of what it's all about. So this is going to affect things like inflation rates, obviously. So rate hikes are obviously not going to be good for crypto, are they? Or are they? No, they're not, are they? And these these bond market pressures. So something might happen with that, and general asset volatility. And it's saying here, analysts note that Warsh's stance on Fed independence versus coordination with the Treasury's yield management could make or break rallies in gold, Bitcoin, and global equities. So yeah, so expect volatility as normal. I think something's going to get announced at 3 o'clock UK time today.
I like. Sorry to interrupt, but I like how that's it's got asset volatility. You can totally read that as asset. Asset. I don't know. Maybe you can't actually. I was going to say like expect volatility, but read like asset volatility.
as in there's going to be constant volatility.
It is not acceptable.
Anyway,
Anyway, that's a bit random.
Yeah, it is a bit random. But yeah, so there's that. Sorry I couldn't do a live stream yesterday. I was working first thing, and then I went to see a car actually in Ivy Bridge, which is over near Plymouth somewhere. So
okay,
hey,
you didn't go to see a man about your car. You went to see a car.
Yeah,
along with beauty.
Yeah, there was a man with it, but yeah,
okay.
I need to change that thing I bought because it's crap. So
1968 Morris Minor that's been parked under a lamppost for 20 years. I like to talk to it. You know, it doesn't answer, but you know, I know it understands.
well actually, what I'm looking at is actually a 2012 Honda Civic, actually, which okay. I want a car from that era before they got stupid, you know, and yeah, that's what I want, because I you know, even like I want a Honda Civic because they're like the most reliable cars in the world, but I don't even want the Mark 10 because they've got an electric handbrake, and I don't want a car with an electric handbrake because I've got like a steep sort of drive where I sometimes
you're on the whole like you want to be able to really pull that's your weight training for the days.
Well, I want to be able to feel it, you know. I want to be able to feel it sort of like grabbing the disc, you know. I don't want to just switch a switch and then trust that my car won't roll into my garage door, you know.
I mean, my car is fairly new. It has no handbrake. It's weird. It's so disconcerting. I mean, it's an automatic, but it's just there's so like, you know, I park it and I really want to do that, but there's nothing there. It's like, okay, what do I do? It has a park mode, so press a button and then release the foot brake, and then the whole car just like rolls forward back like American style, just whoa. It's like being on a fairground ride or something for a few seconds. It's very disconcerting.
Yeah. When you say quite new, you mean actually brand new, isn't it? Because it's a lease car, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's a lease car. It's a Sportage, and it keeps shouting at me.
Yeah, you see, I kind of don't want all that, you know, and the other thing I thought of doing was getting like an older Honda Civic that doesn't have the sort of display thing, because I always think like as soon as they get more than a few years old, they look crap anyway, you know. So I just don't want that. Or I might even put like an
losing 20% or whatever of its resale value the moment it's driven off the garage forecourt, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but you know, you'd be buying a car that's essentially got like a you know, a 2012 Android tablet attached to it, you know, and it just wouldn't look right, you know. In fact, even the new I think there's a new Bugatti that's kind of it's just a concept car at the moment, you know. I think it's the Bugatti Tourbillon. Is it a Bugatti? No, I don't know. Anyway, it's whatever it is. It's like, you know, super, like not even super, a hypercar, you know, and it's actually got like a little tiny screen about 3 inches wide that folds away into the dashboard. Because talking to the designer bloke, he said, look, the thing is, this car is going to be around in 100 years time, you know. It'll be a vintage car then, and like, you know, the car will be seen as a brilliant design, but the screen will be dated. And like, I was thinking, actually, yeah, so that's true. So he just hide it out of the way and just never look at it ever again, you know. And then you know, all the infotainment sort of thing will be done by just thinking about stuff, you know, or whatever we do in the future, you know.
It's a really good point, yeah, because all of that, like say the infotainment stuff, all the electronics, that it's built-in obsolescence. these cars. This is why I just wouldn't buy a modern car now, because it's just at some point they're just going to switch off the services and like, oh yeah, sorry, you got to buy a new car now to get the new updated thing. The streaming protocol changed. The one you got is outdated, and we're no longer streaming out updates to that car, firmware updates or whatever.
Yeah.
So they can just consign cars to the trash heap by changing a over-the-air service, and it's mad.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been watching this channel here. Sorry, I'll get onto crypto in a minute, but been watching this channel here, Scottish Car Clan. And this guy's really into like older cars and keeping them going for as long as you can, sort of thing. But there's some like things here that are incredible. There's one bit where he's talking about changing the light bulb in a it was some like modern electric car or something that to do it it was like 2,000 quid, and then it needed a software update with specialist software that you had to lease to change a light bulb. It was a headlight, and he said like the cars I like are the ones where you go to Halfords and buy a bulb 15 quid maximum and change it yourself, and I just think he's got such a bloody good point, really. Sort of I think they're, I don't know, the cars are just turning into like subscription models now, aren't they? And
yeah, exactly. And, Scotty's just saying exactly the same thing. Just new cars are all coming under subscriptions, like pay extra subs to use your remote start, sat nav, etc. Yeah, so they ship a sort of feature complete car with all of the things, but then they just like artificially switch stuff off, don't they? And, until you pay extra.
Yeah, which is like crazy, isn't it? You're actually selling a car that's capable of doing something, but you've turned it all off, sort of because you're not paying enough.
Yeah, it's the shitification, isn't it, of the cars along with everything else.
Absolutely. Anyway, I'm going to hand the screen over to you in a minute, but I'm still long in my Bybit trade from down here 74 something, but so I still want the price of Bitcoin to go up. I do think we're sort of in this range though. Myself, that's what I'm thinking.
So you on the hourly? Yeah, looks that's a definite range. I mean, it's sure it's uptrending, but it's uptrending within a range.
Yeah. So I don't know. I can see a bit of this going on for a while, but obviously, you're looking like that and thinking, okay, is that just going to be a Bart Simpson and then come back down here? So that's a possibility as well. But I don't know. Maybe not just yet.
I don't think we're out of the woods. I think we're still in the bear market for definite. Well, not for definite, but for very high probability-ishness of it. So I think that the arrow you've drawn is actually quite likely.
Yeah. Okay, I would agree with that. But I don't. Well, I want a bit more of a pump so that I can finish the end of my sentence. No, I want a bit more of a pump so I can get out of my position. But it's nicely in profit now. So, but going over 80k would be nice. Just looking here actually. I'm not quite sure why that's looking like that. Hang on a sec. Let me. Why is my? This is like the monthly Bitcoin USD chart, and obviously then EMAs are coming from Quadzilla, but it looks like this 55 here just starts drawing now on the 1st of May 2023. That's really strange.
That is strange.
Am I looking at a weird chart or something? Hang on. Just try something else. Let's try. Oh, okay.
Is it okay on that one?
Yeah, it wasn't quite what I was looking for though. Maybe it was the weekly.
Maybe been a glitch, like a trading view glitch. I think if you refresh the page or something, it might,
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't quite know what I was gonna show you there, but I thought I saw an EMA cross that was looking really good. Maybe it was a daily one. That was it probably. And it was this yellow and green EMA cross here on the daily time frame, which happened in the 20th of August sort of thing. So I'm actually just thinking that at the moment, while we've still got, the 5, 9, 21 and 55 EMAs like that, this is still an uptrend to the a trend in motion to the upside sort of thing. So unless we see this 5 EMA come towards this 9, I think there might be a little bit more up myself, but I guess you're probably going to say something different. but we'll see. Okay, so shall I look at the comments?
Yeah, let's go through this. I think we've kind of gone through a bunch of them, but we could certainly check. So Scotty, it's getting late. Have you seen? Oh, sorry, it's getting late. Have you seen my mate? Ma, tell me when the boys get here. It's want to get a belly full of beer.
No idea.
My old man's a drunkard. He wears a drunkard's hat.
Yeah, that's not that, is it? No.
Maybe I was thinking of
my old man's a dustman.
A bricklayer. That one, maybe not.
My old man's a dustman, and he wears a dustman's hat.
Yeah,
he wears
so
blimey
we're agreed that's this song, isn't it? Final answer. Have we got it right, Scotty? And what else we got? So KB, afternoon. Hello, welcome. Where is everyone else? We haven't seen Kaz this week. I wonder if she's off on holiday or something.
No, I did give her access to the new Quadzilla as well. So
okay.
I was kind of expecting to say hi or something, but I don't know. Maybe
sure.
Maybe she's gone skiing in Jackson Hole. No, it won't be snowy there, will it? But I don't know.
Yeah.
Elton John. Oh God, yeah.
Earned an absolute ton of money from trading using Quadzilla 2.0, and thus could afford to head over there and just
maybe
ski on the rocks.
Oh, Elton John. Oh God, I really hate that song actually. I had to play it once in a band, and I just hated playing it. It's just a horrible song. Don't like it.
Is it what? Just is there's like, so it's getting late. See my mates. Ma, tell me when the boys get here. No. Yeah, it's not my favourite song, I must admit. It's just I
mean, I don't like
any Elton John song, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like Elton John anyway, but that's probably like his worst song, so that's pretty low down for me. Anyway,
I think it's at one point I watched his film about himself. I don't, I mean, there's some point like a long time after it had been released, and it's a bad film anyway. It didn't know quite what it was trying to be, in terms of its style and its approach and so on. But also, it made him look like such a irritable little prick. Just do you know what I mean? It's just like, well, what am I supposed to be like rooting for this guy? Is he really likable underneath all of that? It's just there's just no redeeming qualities whatsoever, other than his songs were popular among a certain group of people, large group of people, admittedly. But, so yeah, I don't know. Put me off his music even more than I already was. KB, potentially this week. Oh yeah, actually, let's go back a bit, because you were saying 82.8k to complete the range, then we reassess. Do you think? Do you?
Yeah. In fact, that was. Where's my little picture? Oh, I'm on a different. Can't remember what. Oh, can't remember what chart I was on. But yeah, it was that sort of thing, wasn't it? Yeah. 80. Oh, where's 82? Yeah, I've not quite got to 82. Oh yeah, because 82 is if we go, yeah, it's kind of here, isn't it? Yeah, about 82.5 was that level there. So I kind of guess
that's super down. Bleeding heck. Wow. Imagine taking that trade.
That one there. Oh, that was brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, what do we need to see one of those? We need to see this convergence band go right up there, doesn't it? That's what it's doing now, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, any day now, maybe.
We're waiting. Yeah.
Right. So on that note, should we do the thing?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Well, my daughter just said, "Can I play that any louder?" And I could actually, but I didn't.
She wasn't being sarcastic.
No, she was.
Yeah. Okay, so what have we got then? So, actually, Scotty is saying, I don't particularly like any celebrity. I know what you mean, because I don't really know them. Only the fae. They show only the fairies that they show in public. Yeah, when they bring their fairies onto the stage, then you're going to be in for a good show. I'll give them that. Yeah. So, question.
Oddly enough, the French word for fairy is fée, but it's not spelled like that. It's spelled F.
I mean, fée like that is a. I mean, it's even in English, it's used. It's in a lot of like fantasy novels and stuff like that, which I don't read. But yeah, they talk about the fae.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But yeah. So, question: is it wrong to still like the movie art of someone who's a? Oh yeah. What? Don't actually say it, but I'll have to try and think what PDF means.
I think you can work it out, can't you?
I can't. Maybe I'm just too damn innocent.
A portable document file.
Yeah. So, you.
A PD file.
Yeah. Is that what they call homeless people now? Homeless people with a good memory or something.
Okay.
Eidetic memory and homeless. That's now a crime.
We should probably move on.
Yes.
But anyway,
what does it mean?
But I think he's talking. I think he's talking about Gary Glitter and Rolf Harris and people like that. So
yeah.
We used to do a hilarious version of Two Little Boys. That was very, 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 very funny. And I must admit, because my mate who rewrote it, he changed all the words kind of about 20 years ago to make it quite offensive, and it was pretty much about right.
Yeah.
I mean, a song called Two Little Boys, I mean, it's screaming out for like to be rewritten.
Yeah, there's something being channeled there from somewhere. Yeah, I meant face. I know you did. I was was I being facetious? Was I? Probably. Yeah, I was being facetious. Shame on you for mocking my keyboard dyslexia. I've got keyboard dyslexia. I think, as in I can't type properly.
He can spell dyslexia though, which is more than most dyslexics can.
Yeah. Anyway, so what have I got? Yeah, I want to talk about a couple of things on here, which was well, I suppose we ought to do some TA as well. Should I do the TA first, and then we can talk about the couple of things?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot to say, to be honest, actually. But I'll see what you say.
Apparently, there's scheduled expiration of Bitcoin options coming up quite soon, like this week, I think, probably today. Notional value of $6.4 billion.
Is that one of them quad witching things, is it? Or
I think so. But intraday volatility is anticipated due to that. So when the US comes online, I guess that is a thing to keep in mind. Could be much bounciness of the market at that point. General bullish momentum generally, but the daily RSI is in overbought territory. But of course it is. Of course the RSI is going to be an overbought at the moment. It's just that much upward momentum. I don't think the RSI being an overbought particularly means at all that it's the price is about to reverse and come back down. If anything, it's just like a indication of a very strong upward pumping market. I think like all the needles are up into the red, revving engines and so on. As long as it doesn't blow a gasket, that's the thing. So pivot points, there seems to be consensus that it's standing at around 80,275. Wait, so let's find that. Oh, it's all the way down there. Okay, why there? Oh, I'm on the 12-minute. Let's try do this a bit better. Oh, and also just switch off the regime indicator at the moment. 80,000. Thank you. 80,000. About there, isn't it? Just draw that in ish. Probably close enough, isn't it? But why there? Is it because of that? 80,200. Yeah, probably that, isn't it? It's because where the candles have just kind of opened and thus closed. I would have thought. Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, if the if the price just fails to really get any higher to get above that level, then we're kind of doomed, aren't we? Then that is kind of the end of this push to the upside. Well, unless it comes down and then retries. But high there, not achieving a higher high there. So that ain't great. But yeah. Okay. So I put onto the chart the 30. Is it just the 30? The 30, not 30 of anything in particular. Yeah, just the 30 of chart and the 120 of chart EMAs, because it's one of those like basic things you kind of like learn about this combination like quite early on in one's kind of like learning about stuff thing. Sorry, it's Friday, bloody hell. And when they cross, I guess this is kind of the golden cross and the death cross, isn't it? I think with the 30 and 120. But so shadow there. Like here, for example, so this is still on the daily. It's remarkably non-responsive. It's actually throwing me a bit because I do that. Oh, it's working now. Now I'm demonstrating it. It's fine. But just now it's like taking a second or two to respond. Anyway, yeah. So the 30 crossing below the 120, just there. Was it just there? Pretty much. Yeah. Just actually there, really. Kind of predated the that humongous drop to the downside, and could have been taken as quite a good signal to short just there. Coming back this way, kind of probably a little bit late to the party, but the 30 crossed above the 120, so that would have been obviously all the way up there. But I suppose if we had gone along there, then it would have been like, come on, flip the stake. There we go. Finally responds. I mean 2% so far. So I think that one has just kind of responded a bit late, but obviously that was just down to this precipitous move beforehand, with the price just kind of like having come down all there, so that the EMAs hadn't really had time to reset, I think. So it kind of needs a bit of a what would you call it if it's like the 120 EMA, but just kind of, you can give it a hypothesis that all of this was down here, it's just like ranging all the way back to there. So I guess that's just a lower EMA, isn't it, at that point? But you still kind of want the slow reaction of it. So I think hypothetical EMAs should be a thing as a way to read a chart. Maybe not, but anyway, yeah. So they crossed it above there, and if that had been a bit lower, it obviously would have crossed sooner, and then would have got a much more decent long from that. Oh god, reaction speed of this thing's ridiculous. And any further ones? Yeah, there, look at that. Oh my gosh. So 30 crossed below the 120 there. Was that an alert or a car beeping?
It was a car beeping. There was a guy coming down the road with a big sort of like, big pickup truck, and on the back he had a great big sort of trailer with a car on the trailer. And there was a guy going up the road, like just going like about 1 million miles an hour, and it's only a 20-mile-an-hour road here, so not very good, really.
So he was beeping in annoyance, like sort of kind of just obey the speed limit kind of beeping.
Yeah, I think so. Or like
quite civic-minded.
Don't be an idiot, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Shaking his foot.
I think sometimes when speedsters are beeped at like that, I think it kind of fuels them, that they go, yeah, and push the pedal down even more. as it's not. I think it's not so much that it encourages them. They sort of realize that they're doing something actually quite wrong, and but they don't want to admit to being wrong, so they double down and accelerate. Anyway, so yeah, so that one there, that was a humongous short. If one had sort of taken it, where would it have? I guess I'm just thinking, like, where would the cross have been, like, confirmed and apparent that it had crossed? I guess you'd look at that and kind of know that was coming down. But the point where it actually crossed, I suppose the point where you know that it had crossed was really this one. So you might have actually just opened the short like further down here. But even so, as long as it was before that would have been like in a profit all the way down, despite that coming, because that kind of came back and it almost touched the 30 there. So having missed that could have been seen as a second chance to get in on that short in that case. Then further back, golden cross there. I mean, so one of the things about these is obviously they do tend to be quite late to the party, as I say. So it's like not just one occurrence of it is quite a common thing. That one again, that was following this precipitous-ish move to the downside here, and then the big, like, some amount of range-bound accumulation and then reversal to the upside. So again, these hadn't quite totally reset at that point, but in any case, that still what am I trying to say? I was going to say precipitated, but preceded a big old macro move to the upside. Nice, so much more often than not, I think these crosses work out, don't they? They're actually pretty good. They seem to work pretty well on lower time frames as well. If I drop right down to the 1 minute, sort of whiplash from that. So the way that that's been dropping there. So again, a little bit late to the party, but I suppose you kind of see that was starting to happen, and obviously that had happened. So you could potentially, like, if you're feeling brave, you could sort of read that back here as being, oh, we've had that drop. That was a clear reversal just there in a retest. Came down, bit of a bear flag on there and further down. So lots of reads in this case that was going to continue to the downside. So then as soon as it became fairly clear that those are starting to converge, then probably could have just, opened a short kind of roundabout there. As it is, I mean, depending how much that bounces now, is that just kind of doing, because there's a clear, to be honest, it's a downtrend from all the way over here, isn't it? Boink, boink, boink. Well, maybe not so much there, faked out a bit there, but just hugely rejected on that candle. It's amazing. But anyway, yeah, so if that comes up again, or if it's just doing it sort of boop, boop, down, even if you, I was going to say, I don't know. So if you'd waited until the cross just there and then gone short, it's still going down, you would have been okay. And so on. It's trying to reverse, isn't it, on there, looking at that. Don't think it's going to be allowed to, though. I'm going to keep doing that sort of thing. It's really being pushed down, isn't it, the way that's going. So, and then obvious, just kind of golden cross there. It's similar sort of thing, because this obviously kind of started down there, came up, accumulated, up, kind of bull flag-ish there, and then carried on up. So these starting to converge over here could probably have been seen as, if not confirmation, then increasing probability that they're going to cross to the upside. So even if you'd waited until there, you would have got like a decent long in from that of, like, well, we're on the 1 minute chart, so 0.3%, but all the way from back there would have been like that much higher. So kind of wish I'd taken that short. could have done that. Anyway,
coulda, woulda, shoulda,
Yeah. Wish I'd taken that long as well, and so on. But on the 30 minutes, what's to show on the 30 minutes? Oh, I know what it wanted to show on the 30 minutes. If I bring in Quadzilla, then on here, was it the 30? Or maybe it was on the 1 hour. Yeah, maybe on the 1 hour. So let's switch these off for a second. So this is just Quadzilla TF showing at the moment. It's not the Quadzilla down there to Quadzilla. Those dotted lines, by the way, the horizontal ones were just, there's a long that I placed yesterday afternoon. It worked out profitable. I did get a decent kind of, like, move to the upside. It was never in a loss. But the green line was my entry. The red line was a stop loss that I'd fairly quickly sort of pushed up into profit. But as it turns out, it went all the way there. The price actually came back down, and I got stopped out while I was having my dinner. So so didn't actually get like a huge amount from that, given it could have been like a hell of a lot more. So maybe the moral is don't trade and go downstairs for your dinner at the same time. But
Wow.
didn't feel too bad because it wasn't loss making anyway. So actually, I'll zoink, zoink, and I guess that was from before, wasn't it? So zoink that as well. This orange line is just the VWAP, which tends to be quite fairly interesting to keep around when you're kind of on the 1 hour or 2 hour time frames or whatever. So anyway, yeah, this stochastic cross, which was here, was a lovely one. It showed up there, and say if you'd taken that trade, you may have opened it from about there, say, up until some point, maybe when it kind of started to break above the VWAP. That might have been a decent time to close that. So on the one, well, I mean, I'd say it's quite good. 3%, 3.2% on a 10x would be nice. You could have also closed it when the reverse happened there with the stochastic cross to the downside. So that would have netted 2.8%, still okay. It's the thing about just repeating those, rinse and repeat. Oh, one other thing, just random list of things that I wanted to mention. So on the 4 hour, I wanted to mention about this, just going back to the two EMAs again, the 30 and the 120, because that was a stupendous kind of golden cross just there, where they showed up. So that cross there, that was on the 19th of August. And so if one had taken that and known when to short it, or not when to short it, when to close it, probably a good place to close would have been that retracement level from Quadzilla, because that's kind of saying the price is going to wick up to here and then drop back down, boom, which is exactly what it is. So say if you had closed it at that level, that would have been 22.9, just under 23% of a trade to take. So these the golden crosses and death crosses and whatnots are definitely worth keeping an eye on the 4 hour, because I think when they go, they really go on there. So I've actually set up an alert for those, because the next one that happens, I want to take that trade essentially. Going back, they don't happen very often on here. There was one that was an okay one. So I think if that went off as an alert just there, I might have also kind of just looked at that and gone, well, not great. But even so, if it'd taken it, then it well, sure, it would have gone into a loss. So not so great. But it's a funny thing that came down, touched the 30 EMA, and then kind of headed back to the upside, and in fact got it to this retracement level, touched that, well, twice, touched that, became resistant, then came back down. The super down, Quadzilla super down, just there would have been a good place to close that trade. These seem to work pretty well together. The golden cross for a trade entry, and the Quadzilla's down signals, down boy down signals for closing the trades. Works very nicely actually. So I'm gonna run some stats on that. I think just probably using trade stories, because they're awesome for that sort of thing. You're just going to write up a quick little trade story and then get Claude Code to just generate the entire strategy from that and give you some stats. So yeah. So anyone interested in that, by the way, just check out trade stories on maftopia.com. Go and have a look. And still on the 4 hour. Yeah, something else I wanted to. Any questions, class? By the way, before I carry on.
I'm okay. We're okay.
Yeah. Okay. So just check the comments actually. Chart request from Scotty. So we got XMR. Yeah, definitely have a look at Monero, NPC, Ton, Fukum, First Class Metals, and hello, Space Catty. Welcome. And I hear that 15 hours, that's going to be a lot of, as in like 3 p.m. There's going to be a lot of volatility. Fed Chairman Warsh speaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That plus the thingamajigs, the expiration of the Bitcoin options, which I'm pretty sure is today. I have to check, but that's today, and thus going into the overall weekend, I think could be quite a volatile time. So given over the weekend as well, it's going to be like the usual kind of thin order books, but still reactions ongoing. So there could be some pretty big unexpected price moves over the weekend. So so I'll have a quick look at the markets you mentioned in a sec, Scotty. Just wanted to mention first about, while we're just here on Bitcoin, where to go? This market regime indicator, which if you actually, I'll show you. If you go to TradingView and just search for market regime, it's market regime ranging or trending by this bloke, Maftopia. It's only got 5 bloody likes so far. Thank you to everyone who's liked it, like boosted it on TradingView, but could really do with a few more. That'd be highly appreciated. Do go and like it. It's quite a new indicator anyway, but it's on there. It's free and open source and so on. But what it shows you is essentially from a selection of different methods you can choose within it, whether the market is currently in an uptrend or downtrend, or if it's just like ranging or like accumulating within a range. And so anytime where it's not drawing a background, it's ranging. Anytime where it is, it's trending. And the strength of the trend is reflected in the strength of the background color. So more opaque, more brighter is a stronger trend. And you can totally use this because obviously different indicators perform. Some perform well when the market's trending. Some perform well when the market is ranging. So momentum-based oscillators like stochastics are among the ones that perform really, really well when the market is overall ranging. So you're going to get that sort of got like a straight line there and a straight line. Actually, why am I doing? I've got straight lines here. You've got a straight line there and a straight line there. I didn't need to draw them; they're just there. What am I doing? So yeah, the price would be kind of doing that, ranging between them, or that kind of thing. So that's kind of nice. And but where they then perform less well is when there's a strong trend. So like for example, you can see here like the super up and super down signals and the stochastic cross signals within Quadzilla are awesome, but they don't, like any indicator, they don't always play out. It's a case of knowing when to sort of absolutely act on them and when kind of not to. So this just marks out very clearly when to act on them and when not to. So these ones, they're clearly within this kind of range area. So probably ones not to particularly act on. You can still use them as a signal to close a position. I think they're still really good for that. So like if you'd opened a long down here, it's like kind of need for one of these to appear, because it's going to be a good indication that the price is going to start to turn soon, but that it wouldn't be a strong enough signal to open a new position, but probably good enough to close one, or at least take a large amount of profit from it. So Anyway, yeah, because that's well within that uptrend as shown by the strongly coloured background, I suppose, then not one to sort of take as a signal to open a short just there. So, it still would have worked out. You would have got a little short in that case, but as it is, because the price is still like big time moving to the upside on that. So excuse me. Maybe that's some. Go that way. Go this way. Try and find some good examples, like here. Yeah, this one here. Let's do this. Just make it more visual. So actually, is it just me? Is it my diseased mind, or does that look a bit rude? I don't know. Anyway, it's just me, isn't it?
I used to work for Mr. Kipling, so it just looked like a cherry bakewell to me.
Oh, okay. It's my diseased mind then. I would fail any sort of I can't even pronounce it, but Rorschach test. So it's like, so what's that? You're disgusting. Get out of here. Anyway. So yeah, this one, there you go, would have been a very nice short to take, and because it would have been like all of that essentially badly drawn, but and you can sort of tell that would have been a very good one to take, because the price had been ranging before that, is in a clear range, and the market regime indicator is showing that it is in a it's just ranging there. It's not in a strong upward trend or downward trend. This one as well, bang, that one's okay. See, that to me, not rude. That rude. I don't know why. It's the way the world works. It's just how it is.
It's the engorged nipple.
It's exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. Although you didn't have to name it.
Oh, sorry. So anyway, you say what you were thinking.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe I should do more of that. Just blurt out whatever I'm thinking at any time. I think people would thank me long term, I'm sure.
Yeah. Tits.
Yeah, exactly.
You go and sit on a park bench and in the park and just have your bottle of Thunderbird and shout at people.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so this one also, like, bang in the middle of what this thing has shown as being just kind of like ranging. So, awesome, good long position to take, long trade, bang, good one. This one may not have been so good. So you can kind of see that there is a bit of it's showing that there's a bit of trending going on there. Might have still worked out okay, but it's a bit dodge, would have been okay, I think. This one, as it turns out, would have been okay, but because it was just like right at the end of that trending move. So I think if that shows up as a long signal, and then the next bar along, it's showing like, okay, trend is over, we're now ranging, and if the price hasn't particularly moved since that one, then at that point you might think, well, okay, I'll go along there. But at that point, it's more subjective, kind of interpreting it, really. I think if you were using this as the basis for a strict trade setup, then that one would have been a no-go. This one, decent short, and it kind of shows, because that's no longer in a trending regime just there. It's come out of it, because obviously the price has been kind of ranging just there. So that one comes up, not trending, take the short, profit. It's all kind of like that. So these are good for kind of counter signals, essentially. They might sometimes kind of invalidate a signal that might have gone on to be a good trade, but the vast majority of the time, the vast majority of the time, they actually save your bacon, from going into what might have turned out to be quite a bad trade. So absolutely get the market regime indicators, slap it onto your chart. It's free. And you don't have to keep it on the chart all the time. It is a bit kind of visually noisy, I suppose. But yeah, worth just like when you're thinking like, so like a signal has come up, you're thinking like, do I take it? Don't I take it? At that point, you kind of think, is that a good trade to take or a bad trade to take? Slap on the market regime. Bad example, because that's probably showing that it would have been a good trade. You would have made a profit, but it's like, as you can see, it's kind of sandwiched in between two kind of like trending things. So just about okay in that case. But one to take with caution, I'd say. So to be honest, what was also quite good there, looking at that one, it would have been fine, because below it, Quadzilla had also started marking out that bullish retracement. So you'd think, well, okay, that's saying that the price is going to go down to there and bounce to the upside. So essentially, like, bang, bang was what this is predicting. It happened, as normally happens with this. The price kind of wicks down below the retracement, then heads to the upside. But
what do I search for again in trading?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that. We've never met before, have we, sir, in the
audience? No, not you, the man behind you.
Yeah, exactly. In the tall hat, the taller hat.
So I can't find it.
Type in market regime. Oh, it's probably shown it here because I favorited it. So it does get a bit lost among all these other ones.
It's not got banned again, is it?
It's market regime, ranging or trending.
You sure it's not got banned again?
It shouldn't. No, I haven't got a notification. It wouldn't have any reason to be.
I'm looking for market regime ranging, and it's not
there. That's a shame. How do I unfavorite that? I keep clicking that to remove from favorites.
If you go to the about thing, what? If you go to the about thing, what's it?
It's open source script 4 days ago. Market regime ranging or trending. Might explain why it's only got very few likes. To be honest. It's been looked at 15 times.
I don't know why I can't find it anymore.
Bloody hell.
What's it?
Thank you to James, by the way, for commenting within there. Do appreciate that.
Get the URL of it and stick it in the.
Yeah, I was just looking for it chat. Actually. This doesn't. Where can you see a share button? Is it under there? Yeah, copy pub link. That'd be the one. Doink, doink, doink. Yeah, so it's that essentially. Click on that in the chat. Market regime, ranging or trending. So if you go to that, does it allow it?
Hang on, I need to look at it on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, Space Cat is saying it shows on mine. Okay. Maybe because I got it from the link last time. Yeah, so if you've used it, if you've added it, it might show. I don't know if you've favorited it as well or not.
Shouldn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Right, let's give it a go. Okay. I have no idea why that didn't appear when I searched for it. Unless I can't spell market.
Did you accidentally type in crumpet or something?
I've actually taken your title there and I've copied and pasted it into the indicators, blah blah blah, and it's not there. That's really weird.
Oh. Scotty's saying he got it. Do you mean from the link or from the search?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it works with the link, so it's not banned or anything.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know why I can't see it.
Oh, hello, Uncle Dazza. Welcome, Uncle. It doesn't go on my search either. No, that does explain a lot, to be honest. Everybody here, if you don't mind, if you could just go in and follow the link, and I'm going to also post the link onto my Twitter thing as well. And I was going to say, and just go in there and hit the rocket boost thing on there. The link had the same issue as save. Shadow ban, clearly, or just not popular enough. Is probably the.
I don't think it works. I mean, if you search for it, if you search for the title, it should find it.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's something not quite right there.
No. So anyway, yeah, I was gonna go put these. Oh, thank you for reloading. Oh, hey, we're live. It says here on Twitter. Boost. My
I think you must have set something funny, or I don't know, maybe.
I should just add a couple of hashtags. Such a I don't know, karma whore, attention whore, I guess. Hashtag Bitcoin, hashtag trading view, hashtag I've been shadow banned. I don't know. Actually, I'll do just market regime. Why not? As if that's ever going to be trending on X.
But there's loads called market regime something, but
yeah, maybe that's part of the problem. I just happen to choose a really overly kind of used title. I think I'm just going to put that X comment into the chat as well. It is an X comment, so there's that one. God, I'm going to lean on everyone even more now. I think if you wouldn't mind actually retweeting that, maybe commenting on it as well, that'd be great. That'd be super awesome, actually. Wait, you guys are live? Yeah. I know, right? So I clicked on the link, which opens a new window. I've added it to favorites. Thank you. But when I open it on the page, it's not found. And then when I go into favorites, it's not found. What the flipping flip? There's definitely something weird about it. Am I? Oh yes, someone does that. It made that rattlesnake sound. I think someone just liked the indicator. So I think that must have been you, Uncle Dazza. Reposted. Thank you, Space Catty. Appreciate. And oh yeah, that's the X thing. Oh yeah, your script just got liked on TraderView. Nice. Got an email. This is x.com/mathtopia. Anyway, so I just posted that. And oh, another one. This is like the end of it. It's a Wonderful Life. It's amazing. Everyone kind of coming in to help. Need to ring a bell. Oh, talking pitch. 25 minutes until the New York Open, isn't it? So okay, right. Probably enough of that. Anyway, was going to say I'll see if I can sort that out, but I really don't know what I could particularly do about that. It's just TradingView is a bit of a black box, isn't it, for that sort of thing?
Yeah. So it's been live for a few days, hasn't it?
Yeah. We found the bug in the matrix, easy way to scam up. Yeah, just like the indicator. I think you're right. Anyway, should do a quick bit of TA and then wrap it up. So I think there was Scotty's request, and there should do. I think there is. Yeah, let's do XMR first of all. Good old Monero to crypto. XMR. Which should we look at? Not that particularly matters. I suppose Bybit. Not that it's got to be. It can't be on Bybit anymore, but I guess they still seem to chart it, which is nice. So someone forgot to switch the feed off, I think. God, it's going to come out of it. So okay. Yeah, 4 hour. It's ripping. Monero is absolutely ripping. Look at that. My gosh. 477. Bleeding heck. Wish I bought some now. Wish I bought some now. There's all of these like down signals from Quadzilla. This is a really good example of actually having the market regime. Oh, thank you, whoever that was who liked. Having that on, so then you can kind of see. I mean, it's obvious anyway. That's in a strong uptrend, apart from this bit. So, like this down signal here, was in the uptrend, so wouldn't have been such a great one. This one here, I think, was kind of between those, but also because there was a bullish retracement level just above it, meaning that the price is like super likely to head up to that, because that was in its step 3, and I think that this one just below it had already started. But in any case, that would have been a bit of a, that wouldn't have been a good moment to open a short on that one. This stochastic cross to the upside, brilliant one to take. Not in any kind of like trend at that moment, and you can kind of see the way that this was fading out. That strong trend was also kind of like starting to fade, basically. Like, you can kind of see that it's a good indication that was about to end, and then if nothing else, at least go into a bit of a ranging for a little while. As it is, it kind of did range a bit, but then just boom, reverse. Yeah, just kind of the same with all of those, really. I mean, that would have been a good down, because that had come out of its trend at that point. It's now ranging again, so like good down to take, good up to take. Bit of a misfire on that one, but you can kind of see from the retracement levels anyway that wouldn't have been a good down. Not a good down because it's trending, shown as trending. That one, bit suspect, but would have been fine. Would have made a little profit on that one, and so on and so on. Just like, you can kind of see how this just helps with each of those. You can also set different kind of detection methods on that as well. So we're going to show that on the chart. Maybe I don't know. So the one that it's defaulted to is the efficiency ratio. You can also set the calculation length. The normal length that is usually 14. Like if I set it to 14, that's just like the number of bars back that it's calculating for. You can kind of see how that's then changed on here. That probably is a bit better, actually. But you generally kind of you look at the historical price action on there, and then adjust this so that what's been shows up as the most accurate for that chart. let's tweak it, until you get something that's accurate, and then after that, kind of work from it on that chart. But yeah, you get these other ones. So you get the idea. Let's put it back to 10. Anyway, yeah, XMR absolutely ripping. We've got NPC. Just try and kind of rip through these now, really. So, this was the meme coin, isn't it? So,
oh yeah,
NPC, non-playable coin.
oh, yeah.
Okay, gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. Multiple things showing on that, because again, golden cross to the upside would have very much indicated take the long essentially. The down signals suitably nullified because of the market regime kind of telling you that, and even those super up signals there would have been fine. Might have taken a little while, but then whoop to the upside. That's going pretty well. Is it showing any signs of stopping? It's showing signs of slowing down, but it's bull flagging still. Kind of as it did there, boop, boop, then boop, 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 maybe. Unless you think that's doing something a bit different, but it doesn't seem to be. It's just going to carry on, isn't it? What's it? So ton. Look at ton. That's a stock, isn't it? Ton. Tungsten West, was that the one?
I guess if it's a Scotty one, it probably is. Yeah.
Okay. So onto this one now. Ton. What's up with the market at the moment? It's just everything is ripping, isn't it?
Well, not everything. I suppose it is actually.
XTP. What's it? Everything is ripping apart from XTP. But it's a buy opportunity, seriously. Well, not seriously.
Yeah, I suppose everything is up a little bit, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably to do with like Nvidia and people like that, sort of that was like super good earnings results. So it's just a general good bit of sentiment, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Just gets people interested.
The rising tide and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, this is, look at that bleed, isn't it? Whoa. What was that percentage wise as a price move? 16% on a stock. Wow. Okay. That's looking like it's in very indecision mode just there, isn't it? Just but there's slightly more, just purely looking at that, slightly more pressure to the upside than the downside. But that's such a just clear trend, isn't it? Just obviously, that, and that Hodden needs to draw this one in, so it's got a line there anyway. That how long is it going to keep doing that for before it breaks one way or the other?
Well, I mean, you've got the super down there, haven't you? And you got your regime thing is.
Yeah.
I don't know how relevant's that.
I think that's probably quite relevant. Quite very relevant.
Because if you look back at the last one, the last super down,
yeah,
it kind of went into the black bit there and then sort of went down, didn't it?
Do you mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So that would have been quite a decent one to take, actually, especially on a stock like this. That's actually quite a big move. And I suppose again that is a bit sort of bull flaggy, kind of just extended one. But so yeah, you're absolutely right. I think because that's come out of the the trend just there, and it's super down to be aware of, I think. So yeah, it's that. So definitely worth keeping that in mind. I mean, that's a fairly limited amount of TA on that one, but in any case, so what was the next one? FCM. I think there's a comment from Space Catty as well. We'll have a look at very quickly, and then we'll probably wrap up. I think first class metals. We obviously looked at that fairly recently. I'm going to move. What was up with that line? I guess that was a hypothesis, wasn't it? That the price might kind of do that, and then we would like it to keep on doing that. Hasn't done that yet, if at all. Let's remove that now. It did kind of break above that level, kind of came back down. It's ceased its big old trend there, but we don't really have a follow-on super up or down signal on that. We might on a different time frame. What, 2 hour? What about the 1 hour? No, but the price is kind of like, well, I mean, it's dropped below the daily VWAP, and looks like it's trying to break above it again. It's toying with the 21 EMA, and it's obviously bounced off it a few times. So it would really need to kind of push above that. I think if it manages that, it's just going to get back above the VWAP again and show strength. But if it carries on bouncing off that and doesn't just kind of break above the VWAP, if it just like keeps hitting that ceiling, then that's just going to come down, I think. So FCM. So Space Caddy. I have an idea for a trade story. Can I share it? Yeah, definitely. If you want to put it into the Discord, I'll certainly go and have a look at that, and it'd be good to get that conversation going, I think. And is that all right? It's on the Telegram. So I took profit on MPC and it kept going. It's how it goes, but profit is profit, isn't it? Still, I bet that was bloody annoying. So I took profit on Ton West too. Maybe that's a good thing.
I think so with that, yeah. Because I think that might pull back a bit there.
Yeah. Oof! Look at that on the hourly. You can really kind of see it on there. It's already starting to be super downed. Possibly down as far as there. I mean, I could kind of see that is. I mean, obviously there's that area there, but like kind of between that and kind of that, so up a bit, but let's try and draw it just there. But I could see that wicking down to that bullish retracement level when it gets down there, and then bouncing potentially. That fair value level that Quasilla draws in, it started drawing it back there. Clearly marked out support there, and the price was kind of oscillating around it, as it so often does, and then the market went back into imbalance, very, very bullish, and kind of carried on pushing to the upside. So decent long to take just there. That would have been outside of the strong trends, and therefore kind of to the upside. So yeah. So what have we got? So yeah, do share that. I'm just about to update the trading view, the trade story website, actually, because I made a few little changes to the DSL, kind of based on my own feedback of writing these. And there were certain things I was finding a little bit confusing, and so I've kind of changed it slightly just to make it easier to understand, but not huge changes. It's just a few things there. But so yeah, I suppose if you want to just describe your trade setup in the Discord, and we can kind of see if we can just come up with a trade story that covers it, and then you'll be able to automatically turn that into a trading view strategy and backtest it and automatically trade it on your favorite exchange and so on. So
that would make a good video or something. That would actually.
Yeah, but actually, it's a good point. So actually, thanks. You're very welcome. Welcome. It's a degenerate one, but yeah, just put it in the Discord. To be honest, every trade setup is degenerate. You should consider them all degenerate until they've been back tested, and it's the numbers on the actual real market data, historic data that matter. We interrupt this for a public service announcement.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that at all. Actually, I meant
That's
to.
right. Yeah, I think it's probably good. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, right, we heard from the BitUnix affiliate man this morning, and so what the deal is, right? Just make it bigger so I can see what I'm doing. Right. I did just query actually because underneath each one of these it says trading volume greater than 1, and I did just query it with him and said like. What happened? What does that mean exactly? And it just means you have to trade once. So, so literally, if you deposit, if you use our link, savercrypto.org/bitunix, and this applies to existing people as well. So if you deposit $100, you're going to get VIP 1 for a month, and then if you deposit $500. Which is the advised amount, you're going to get VIP 3 for 1 month. We're also going to give you Quadzilla for a month, and then if you carry on, use trading on that platform, you can keep it. If you deposit 1,000, then VIP 5 plus Quadzilla, and if you deposit $5,000, you get VIP 7 plus Quadzilla. So that. I'm not sure if there's a time limit on this. I think it might be just an ongoing thing, actually. So, yeah. So definitely we can, bump up your VIP and you get, and there'll probably be other things as well along the way. So if you get your trading volume up as well, we probably can combine that with some other sort of campaign where you get stuff as well.
Yeah.
So do use it, but to be honest, it's just worth it just to get Quadzilla, and that will be the new version, of course, version 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to sort of totally interrupt your thing.
To butt in.
Well, I was going to upload it and get it ready, so then I could just put it on the stage when needed. Yeah. But anyway, so that really.
Yeah, it's interesting because normally it does have that bit, doesn't it, where you have to manually remove the other person, then manually add to it. But it didn't even do that with this sort of swap thing, did it?
No, just interrupted completely. Sorry, let's have a quick look at.
I think that was a StreamYard glitch. I think so.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Space Cat is saying, right. So when the average of all stochastics goes below 20 in the 1 hour time frame, open along with a 50x of 50% of the account.
There's a degen part. Yeah.
With a trailing 0.6. Can you do that?
Do what?
Set a trailing stop.
Oh yeah.
I suppose you can.
Not all exchanges allow you to do that via their API, but pretty sure that BitUnix does, and obviously a bunch of others do. So as long as your exchange lets you do that, then yeah. So, and it should be, I think, also within TradingView, they're back testing the Pine strategies. They allow you to specify a trailing stop as well. So yeah, we could definitely iterate on that a bit, I think. So one of the things would be if there's any other sort of close kind of thingamajigs on that condition. So would you just let it run? So as soon as that's going, just let the trailing stop trail it, and it closes when it closes. It sounds like it. So no other particular close condition. Would there be anything that invalidates that? Would be the other thing. So like the average of all stochastics go below 20 in the 1 hour time frame. You probably want that to also have and say they kind of turn to the upside. So and when so yeah, you're actually based on that on the average, like the white line. You could have it so it's the average has gone below 20 and it's now pointing upwards. So you could do that. That'd be okay to express that in a trade story. That would just get turned into Pine script. You probably would want an invalidation, like only do this if the market is currently like ranging, for example, based on whatever criteria. But if you put that into the Claude Code version of trade stories, where it helps you write this, it'll actually say like, how do you want to determine that the market is ranging, and then it gives you some suggestions, like, this is typically the way, or you could ask it, say, suggest some other ways. This is quite helpful for that sort of thing. So yeah, there's all of that. If anyone wants like early access to this, to trade stories and the AI side of it as well, just join the Discord if you're not already there, the Save with Crypto Discord. Oh, we ought to pop up a banner.
There you go.
Thank you, that one. And then just give me a shout, and we can kind of chat about that. It's still a little bit. It will be early access because it's early days on it. But yeah, because any feedback on that would be really, really good, and hopefully it get some decent trade setups out of it as well. So we might be done.
Yeah, I think we are. I might just only 1 minute to market open. Shall we?
Ow, bleeding neck. Right. Yeah. Given it's only 1 minute.
Be rude not to thingy, wouldn't it?
It's true.
Oh God, I'm not prepared.
Should just add to stage. No, you're not allowed. Okay, so remove. Add to stage. There we go. And we're on the Tungsten West.
Are you still on the street?
Click. There you go. 1 minute.
Okay. Sorry.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh God, I'm not ready. No.
Oh my God.
That wasn't very good, but it was.
It's too late now.
It still says 14:30. Still says 14:30 on my clock, but
yeah.
Anyway, what happened?
By the way, oh my God, the number of super ups there, 3 in a row on the 1 minute, and the price wicks down to that retracement level. Zump. Came up a little bit, but to be fair, it's now just dropped below it anyway.
Okay.
I would actually treat those super ups as a bit suspect anyway, given that all 3 of them are within a strongly trending market regime right there. So
okay,
I would treat those as invalidated, even if it does head to the upside now. They're a bit invalidated. So
right. So you've made an indicator to tell us when the other indicator we made doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
Except it doesn't always work. The indicator that says the other one doesn't work doesn't always work. It's all about probabilities anyway. So as you can see, it turned out that they were right. And yeah. Oh, is that going to bounce off to 21? It just has 21 EMA. Amazing when that happens. Really. it's kind of uncanny, isn't it? Just coming back down again. Maybe they were right, or maybe the market regime thing was right.
Anyway, I'm going to have to pop off really because.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, everyone, for coming along. Please do check out everything. Make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you're do that Bitunix thing. You know, deposit a bit of money and get the VIP boost and get to play with Quadzilla for free. See if you like it. Anyway, please do like the stream. Really helps. And above all, tell your friends. I'm almost reading the script now, aren't I? But yeah, have a lovely weekend. And right,
it's not you know, it's just your AI avatar.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Tell me a recipe for pancakes or something. Sure.
I'd make it look a bit better than this if I was an AI person. But anyway, right. I'm gonna go. Thanks, Math. Thanks everyone for coming along. Please do like the stream on the way out, and I'll be in touch over the weekend with some videos and stuff and all that. All right, trade safe and see ya. Bye.